tell you. Right on my city, but to my motherfucking city. I'm from around with a bad bitch. All the bitches get it full with it. Yeah, you got to sit up.
Under attack, mind your scrutiny. I'm relentless with the ability to never abuse a friend or a foe.
I was listening to you jamming in there. I was like, damn, you got some nice stuff.
Yeah, I got a lot of. I'm free. I'm free. My goal when I started was to be an activist, artist, kind of like Tupac, which is one of my biggest inspirations. I always grew up listening to Tupac, but I was younger at the time, so I didn't know what he was talking about all the way through his songs. So as I got older and I started to listen to him, and like particularly his first album, I think his first album is like the best example of his music without all of the fame and before the money, before everything. It's his raw emotion, how he really was feeling, how he really, his whole conviction was in his first album. So listening to that it was like maybe 2013, I was like, you know what? People never give him as much credit as they should. Right. For at least that project. They always talk about a lot of different songs, a lot of, this is a misconception with him. It's kind of crazy. And that's how I see myself. I see myself a lot like I'm like, hey, you're going to use this experience and meet as many people and try to touch as many people positively as possible.
More like a wave.
Yes. That's all like, when I'm home in
So hey there, I'm Tabby P with the Arkansas Visual Center for the Arts, Chapter 2, Take 6. Today my guest is Mr. Brian Hill, the rapper, the artist, and the writer.
Brian Hill here. I'm excited to be here. I think I'm overly excited because I don't do interviews all the time, so you know.
That's fine. We're going to dig in just a second. So this track that we're listening to, tell me about it. Okay,
this song is called Free. It pretty much means free of stress, free of worry, free of the constraints of the world, free mind. So in the song, I wanted to make it like a chant because at the time where I made this, I had just started doing open mics, and I was like, I want something I can just like have the people chant, "I am free, I am free," and so you know it's kind of
crowd
like
participation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want that to kind of like to be the theme.
That's right. Tell me a little bit about this piece. Is it a good read?
Oh yes, great read. The novel itself started out as my journal in high school. I would take my thoughts and just write. And I didn't know what I was doing with it. In high school, I didn't make music. I wasn't an artist. I was more reserved. I really didn't tell people I created, period. Like, they didn't know anything about it. Like, my parents, nobody. And so I ran track in high school, and I worked. I had a little part-time job. And so I was always busy. I was doing something. And when I used to come home from track practice, I used to stand in the mirror, play some instrumentals, and just rap. Just looking at myself rap, and I just rap. Just whatever. And so after high school was when I really actually took it serious. My grandfather died 2012, and like one of the last things that I told him that I could do was that I could rap. I was like, Granddad, I want you to hear me, hear my song, hear what I can do. And so that's how I initially started. He heard me make a song it was called Statement Canis, and it's before I made the video for it and all of the guts to it. I was just in my room and I made it. And I was telling him, I was like, I want to, actually pursue this. And he was like, yeah, you can do anything, put your mind to. All of the positive things that my mom always told me. She always told me I could do things. And, it was this one song in particular. It was, T.I., You Can Have Whatever You Like. I was listening to it one day, I think it was like in 07. And she was like, that guy singing that song, you can do that same thing. And I was like, it's kind of crazy, but I was like, maybe I can. And so that led me into the whole thought process of it before, like 6 years later, when I actually started doing it.
Gotcha. So, according to your book, it says that The Broken Word is a captivating thriller and a heartwarming love story. Explain.
Okay, so the captivating thriller is the coming of age part of it. The guy starts out very young. He's in high school. That's like in the first chapter takes place where he's trying to figure out life. It's loosely based off my life, like a lot of details in it. Like I said, it started out when I was in high school when I started writing it. A lot of details are intimate to myself.
Because I seen the teenage actress on there.
So it kind of correlates with my whole, I would say, theme of what I am. I feel like I'm an activist artist, someone who wants to put out art to change people. So the compelling part of it is it's a lot of thoughts that goes on in the novel that I don't think it's a lot of first person things that I had to change to third person because I wanted to kind of have it as like action. It was my whole thing was action. I wanted people to sit there and read it and be engaged. Oh, this is happening right now. It's not something that happened years ago.
Right, this is right now.
Right. And so that's the whole compelling part of it. I wanted to be fast paced, but it's slow enough where you are in the world with it. So you know,
able to relate.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That part of it. The love story is pretty much the average love story for everyone. I think everybody wants something they can't have,
right.
And then they kind of are able to maybe get close to what they think they want, but it may not be exactly what they want. So it's always like a double-edged sword. Like, this is really about working on. Yes, I'm always working for this, trying to get this person's attention, and then I have it, and I don't think I want it anymore. So. That's that part of it. It's kind of forbidden love. Like,
so where can we find this?
Oh, you can find it everywhere on Walmart. I see it on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and then Outskirts Press are the four main sites that I see it. Just Google The Broken World with Artlysium. So you just type in ARTLYSIUM and it will find it. It'll pull it up. You're like one of the first things it pulls up.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk about your art.
Okay.
Because I know it's levels to art.
Yep.
So tell me what type of art you do, because I think last year, year before last, you had a seminar or something like the love of art or something like that.
Yeah, it was the Vendors of Lore, and the event was for me to network with business owners, people who also create of their own. Like I had people who did cakes and people who did clothing. I had a comedian there. I had poet. I had just different people, other artists. My whole theme of art, like I didn't take any art classes. That was really what I wanted to be when I was like 5. I always wanted to paint, and then I don't know who it was, but somebody like, artists don't make no money. And telling that to a young boy, I was kind of like, no, I'm going to be an artist. Right. And so I only picked up art again in college because of my cousin. He's a great artist. He can do faces, he can do anything, pretty much. And so one day he was like, man, let's paint. Let's grab something and let's make something. We grabbed some great canvases to my house. And I just started going in. I just paint. And I was like, I like this. It makes me feel it's therapeutic. Yes, it's very stress relieving. I ended up using it just to clear my mind sometimes. I'll sit and I'm like, okay, I'm going to paint. I don't know what I'm going to paint, but I'm going to paint in order for me to think about what else I want to do or something else. Take my mind off a lot. So
9 out of 10, it comes out beautiful.
Yeah, it's abstract. I've taken it to Conway, Hot Springs, downtown Little Rock. Most vending events that I can find, I just pull up with my trunk full of art. I got a trunk full of art right now. I got books, I got music, and I just, I sit on the table. And the very first time I went, I had like $20 in my pocket. I just, just like I'm just gonna go
Step
see
out of
what
the way.
happened.
Yeah.
And I made $100. So I was like, you know, just off of a whim, not knowing what I was gonna do, how to actually sell art, none of that. I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna go and just see what happens.
Turned
out to be like a holiday weekend, and everybody was at the river market, and it was just busy. And hours went by before I made my first 6 a.m. I made my first sale at like 1:30 p.m. So I was just kind of like, unless I go home, it's a Saturday, I'm kind of wasting my day, kind of felt like.
But you do know, good things come to those who wait.
Yep, a prime example, because after that first sale, I made another one, all the way up until the time they ended at 3. So from 1:30 to 3, I was just like, hey, just talking and making sales, and then something's gonna come to me because me putting that energy.
Yeah. And I want you to speak about that because good energy, it's imperative to have great energy.
Great.
Yeah, and you have to believe in you. If nobody else believes in you, you have to believe in you.
Impede anyone or try to force myself onto anyone. I feel like if it's natural, it just happens.
Right.
And so I kind of like navigate. I call it moving in stealth. That's like my
Break that shit down.
I made a song about stealth. It's pretty much being able to see your goals, see your obstacles, but not be in the way of yourself. It's kind of like, okay, if I talk too much, maybe I'll take myself out of the sale. Mm-hmm. Or if I don't say enough, then I miss a sale. Right. So it's kind of like being balanced. Right. I try to stay in stealth where I seize the opportunity, but not miss it.
Gotcha.
So it's always been opportunistic, is what I've heard. Okay. People say I'm an entrepreneur. I'm really different. I'm really crazy, but I control it.
Most artists, can I interject just for a second? Most artists are just a tidbit crazy. I just think we're highly sensitive people. That's a better way to cap it. Yeah. That we're highly sensitive, so we have a tendency to be a little bit abnormal.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, so that's the way I look at it. So what's next? What's in the forecast for Mr. Brian Hill?
Right now, I am turning my book into a movie.
That's
the goal November, have casting starting by December and start filming by February of 2020. So like, I got a real strict goal that I gotta reach, and I've learned that writing a script is you don't have as much filler when you're writing a script. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have to leave out of my book that I'm not really comfortable with. So I'm trying to figure out if I give myself a long period of time, maybe I can mesh it perfectly. Okay. So that's why I'm not trying to rush anything.
Please don't.
I'm gonna take a whole year and just write my script, and everything else I'm just gonna be working on. I have a movie I already have finished. It's called Cogitation.
What? Talk to us about it.
So it was crazy. Last summer, I reached out to actors in the city. I was like, actresses, I'm looking for people. I got the script, say about 50% of the movie.
Okay.
Like, I gave them the script, they understood the character, they understood the scenes, and then they took it from there. The actors I had were great. They were real thespians. Like, they took my vision and they made it something completely different. And so that's coming out this year though. So I've been editing it from end of August up until the end of November. And then I did my first showcase of the movie, like the first screening, end of November. That's coming out end of February. And so that's going to be kind of like my promo that I make movies and get people interested. So when the next one come around, I can get more actors to be behind the scenes, and I also want to star in it too. So I don't want to do as much as I did for the first one.
Gotcha.
Like, I was holding the camera, doing.
The game is to work smarter and not harder.
Yep.
So you have a lot going on. How do you find balance in all of that shit? Who is the team behind Mr. Brian Hill?
Honestly, that's what I'm working on now. I've always just done it all myself.
I can feel that.
And that takes a lot of energy out of me.
Yes, that's why I said balance is important. How do you find a balance in it all?
I am, right now, honestly, I'm actually reaching out to a lot of younger people, because younger people have been reaching out to me, and I've always felt myself being that person, the leader type, but I never actually wanted to be the one looked upon as like, oh, oh, he's trying to be bossy or trying to be in
So you
control
like
of
to be
things.
behind the scenes.
So I'm working now to create a team. That's why I'm networking so much. I'm just trying to meet people who do, do what I need.
Like-minded.
Yeah, and so if you do camera work and that's what you know how to do good audio, lighting, who are good with wardrobe, I had someone to do makeup. I recently just found someone who can do makeup, so I'll have that. But if you do different types of maybe like action, and what's the word I'm looking for? Screenplay, because it's different from theater. I know people who do a lot of theater work, but when you're trying to bring it into the camera, it's a little bit different. So I need people who know how to do editing, all of that. I want it to be like real, authentic.
Gotcha.
So I'm looking
You
for
want it to
everything.
be a real production.
Yes.
So we're looking for like-minded people that have a drive and willing to work.
Yes. For
Yes.
sure.
So do you have some contact information for us?
Yes.
How can we get in contact with you
Okay,
to reach out to you to help?
I've been having the same phone number since I was in the 7th grade. So when people say, oh man, I ain't been able to contact you, I don't believe it. I'm like, I know man, it's never changed. It's a 501 425 8557.
8557.
And it won't change. I will try to keep it the same as long as I can. I've been having it this long. I know how to ignore calls, so somebody be like, they bugging me or they calling me too much. Never. Just call me, text me, email me at artlesium@gmail.com. You can also contact me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all under Artlesium. You just Google Artlesium and you'll find it.
Artlesium.
Yep. It means art heaven. I don't really like people don't understand what it means. Artlesium
Break that down for
means
us. We want to hear it.
art heaven. I took the word Elysium. It means a place where gods go when they die. So I wanted to put art in front of it, so it'd be a place for artists to go when they die. Of course, we go to heaven, but I wanted to make it art heaven while we're here on earth. So it's Artlesium.
Perfect. I'm good.
And so that's my new rap name too. That's my artist name. Cause I used to be He Art. Now I'm Artlesium.
Okay.
To keep everything under the same umbrella. Try to keep it all together. So that's gonna be my artist name. That's my alias. I wanted to stick. So I used to call myself Bill when I first started rapping. It was Brian is Living Life. And
So that was a cool
it was an
acronym.
acronym. Yeah, and so I wanted to change it because people just kept calling me Bill, and I was like, but they don't understand that it's my rap
It was
name.
subliminal.
Right, so it was like, why you call yourself Bill? And I was
Yeah,
like,
you was all the way out of the box.
So-
They were completely
Yeah.
boxed in.
so I was like, if I call myself my artist name, then it would just flow. Like, I won't have
It's
to.
my inclination. That's my inclination. My inclination is under constant attack, minor scrutiny. I'm ruthless, relentless with the ability to know if you's a friend or a foe. My sense of defense is strong with my urgency. Afraid of death or urgency. No, it's no emergency. I graduated the Life University, graduated with degrees in diversity. Still striving to earn this green, trying to make an honest green. My inclination is being tested. Organizations are manifestations of demons, stealing my energy, trying to pull all this work for free. No, that is slavery. Testing my patience, why can't they see my inclination? No, I can't fake it till I make it. No, I gotta make it. Force like the Jedi. Yeah, little Brian got the force. Yes, I am a Jedi leading with my mind. No, they can't demonize. I don't like that. That's why I exactly held back my inclination. Yeah, I've been giving information. What? An inclination of this man. I'll put you on the canvas, man. Pain with my left and right hand.
That was hot as fuck.
You wanna do the singing part too?
Ah, man.
This is really vibe out. I can really dance, Hey, 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 hey.
Troublesome, I don't think they understand. I'll put you on a canvas, man. Hey. I'm troublesome, I don't think they understand. I'll put you on a canvas, man. I'm painting with my left and right hand. I'm painting with my left and right hand. That is my inclination. That is my inclination. I don't think they understand. Painting with my left and right hand. Hey, I don't think they understand. Painting with my left and right hand. That's my inclination. Check this one here.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing.
I no problem. And I freestyled this one, no writing it.
What?
Right.
Genius. I love it. So let me ask you a question before we get up out of here. What was your inspiration behind this song? And I hear a little Devin the Dude. Do you like Devin the Dude?
Yep. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's your music.
I think that's, everybody has something.
All right.
But honestly, my inspiration for this song was because I was actually, at this time, it was the first time in my life where I didn't have a job. And I was like, what? I've been working since I was 16, and I was kind of, fed up with the world a little bit more than I had been because I was already an activist. But this time in my life, I was like, I don't think they understand how troublesome it is to have good people be, without.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna fight harder than I ever fought, and I had to move out my apartment back to my mama's house, and there was a whole bunch going on in my mind, and I was sitting in the I had a little studio set up. I was like, this is gonna be my creative spot, and I played the beat, and I just let it flow. And when I played it back, I was like, this is what I wrote to it. But I was like, I freestyled this. I'm just gonna stick with this, and so that's why I say I have to go back and perfect it, because there was nothing written. So when I actually do the written part of it, I want it to be like what I freestyled, but I want to take some stuff and let it flow.
That's what I'm talking about. So, one more time, contact information.
You can contact me anywhere on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all under Artlysium, ARTLYSIUM. And you can also call me 501-425-8557. And you can email me at artlysium@gmail.com.
Okay, and one more time for those people that you look to build your team. Go ahead and give them a shout out as well. Tell them what
I
they
didn't say
need.
this before, but I need some lawyers. I need people who know legal work. I need people who's good with the camera. I need people who are good at managing money. Mm-hmm. I need people who are good at finding events, finding opportunities. I need those kind of people, like an agent type of ordeal. Also looking for young, inspiring artists like myself. I never had a mentor in this world of art and creation, and I feel like younger people can contact me, and I can be your big brother. I don't mind. I can tell you what I know, because I feel like information, it helps everyone. So, reach out to me if you just, got general questions or whatever.
Absolutely. That's what's up. And one more time about the information for your book. How can we find you?
And then the book is called The Broken World. You can Google it. It's also on Amazon.com. It's on BarnesandNoble.com and OutskirtsPress.com. Even on Walmart.com. You can just type in The Broken World by Brian Hill. And if you type in Artlysium, it will pull it right up. Sometimes you just do The Broken World and pull up all these different folks that use similar titles. But if you type in Artlysium, it'll find me, no problem.
Wonderful. Let me just say thank you so much for taking out the time to meet with me today.
Yeah.
Mr. Brian.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here. When you mentioned it, I was like, yes, let's do it. So I'm happy that everything turned out well.
Yes. Thank you again. And thank you all for cutting us on and vibing to us every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Again, this is Tabby Pickett with the Arkansas Digital Cipher for the Arts, Chapter 2, Take 6. Until the next time, you guys, bye-bye.